You're not becoming that girl. You're dressing like her. You're talking like her. You bought the journal, the matcha, or the lion set, but you're still exactly the same. Here's what nobody's telling you. Because the algorithm is rewarding the pretty version of this conversation. That girl became an aesthetic, and as soon as it was labeled as an aesthetic, the transformation completely vanished. You cannot buy discipline. You cannot filter your way into self respect. You cannot pin your way into a new identity. I need you to sit with that. The wellness industry made $3 billion last year selling women the idea that if you optimize your morning hard enough, you will finally feel okay about yourself. They're not selling you transformation, they're selling you distraction with better lighting. Let me show you exactly what the cycle looks like because I've lived it. I've tried every single part of it. Monday, new Pinterest board, new routine, new me that starts on Monday. Tuesday, you wake up at 5 a.m. for the first time. You're inspired. You feel like a new version of yourself. And before you even make it a routine, you go on TikTok and post your morning routine. Wednesday, you sleep in. You feel guilty. You eat badly because you already ruined the week. And Thursday through Sunday, you spend consuming about the version you could be instead of being her. And then next Monday, new board, new routine, but still the same girl. This is not a motivation problem. This is not a discipline problem. And it's also not a habit problem. This is an identity problem. You have still not decided who you want to be. You're still auditioning. I want to ask you something, and I need you to be very honest about it. Who are you when nobody's watching? Who are you when there's no content to make from it? Who are you at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday with no aesthetic to create? Because that girl at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday is the only girl that counts. The real version of becoming that girl is not a glow up, it's a reckoning. It's about uncomfortably sitting with the version you're trying to avoid, who you're running from, the one who procrastinates, who self sabotages, who starts and quits, who hides in consumption because creation feels way too vulnerable for her, and choosing her anyway, and choosing her again tomorrow. So what does it actually look like? Let me give you the version they don't actually post. Step 1, stop organizing the life you want to live and start living in 5-minute increments of it. You want to be a person who reads? Then open a book. Not the Kindle app or like not the to be read list on the Note app. The actual book. You want to be a person who works out? Put on your shoes. It's the whole first step. Put on your shoes. Because here's the truth about identity. It is not built in grand gestures. It is built in micro decisions at 6 a.m. in the morning when no one is watching and you're tired. Step 2, kill the vision board. Build a decision filter. Instead of asking, what does that girl look like? Ask, what would she not do? Would she be scrolling 90 minutes on social media when she wakes up? She would not say yes to things she resents. She would not spend 3 hours planning the week she will not execute. Identity lives in your no's just as much as in your yeses. Step 3, stop the performance, start the practice. That is a version worth building. The one with no audience. The one that shows up because she said she would. Can we talk about what's actually underneath this? Because a lot of us take that girl as a proxy for something we are too scared to say out loud. We don't want the matcha. We just want to feel safe in our body. We don't want the alarm at 5 a.m. in the morning. We want to feel like we have ourselves in control. We don't want the aesthetic. We want proof that we are capable, that we are worth it, and that we can trust ourselves. And I needed to hear this. You are not broken because you can't stuck with a routine. You're not weak because you failed before. You are human. And humans don't change through aesthetics. They change through pain they're finally done tolerating. So the real question is not about how can I become that girl. The real question is what am I finally done tolerating about myself that I need to change in the version that exists right now? Write that down. That's actually your starting point. That girl is not an aesthetic. That girl is not a morning routine. She is not a supplement pack or a color palette or a Notion template. That girl is a woman who made a private, non negotiable decision about who she is and then shut up for the decision when it was inconvenient, it was boring, or nobody was watching. She is built in the unsexy moments, the Tuesday afternoons, The closed laptops and open books. The no that costs her the approval she used to need. The workout nobody sees. You want to become that girl? Then become that girl that keeps the promises to herself. That is the whole thing. That's all of it. You don't need a new routine. You need a new relationship with yourself. One where you are no longer the last person you show up for. That is a real glow up. And it doesn't photograph well. And it doesn't go viral. And it is the most powerful thing you will ever do. If this hit different, subscribe. Not for the aesthetic. Not for the aesthetic to subscribe the right channel. Drop in the comments what is one thing you're finally done tolerating. Do it. I will read them. I will also respond. So see you there. Bye bye.